Welcome to Live, Life Inspired Views for Every Day. My name is Chris Meyer, and I'm a curious soul. As I mentioned before, I recently spent a week in Minot, North Dakota, telling stories in the area elementary schools and then performing them at the Scandinavian Hustfest held there each year. The stories I told all week were about the trolls in Norwegian folklore. When I tell stories about trolls, I always begin with a little background about the nature of trolls and why they appeared in the stories passed down for ages. Long ago, Norwegians had no access to scientists and literature to explain the mysterious happenings and dangers in the forests and the mountains, the seas and the fjords. They didn't have books either, because most of the Norwegians who lived in the forests and the mountains during those days didn't know how to read. The storytellers helped by giving them some kind of answers to the mysteries and questions about life when it could be so scary and dangerous. Well, last week I had an MRI on the wrist I had broken last year. As I lay in the machine, I knew the slides the doctor would later see were nothing less than miraculous to be able to see right through my skin to show the inner workings of my body. Although the knowledge of the scientists to develop the MRI is vast and intricate and has given us many answers to the mysteries of disease and harm to our bodies that the early Norwegians didn't have, even today, there is still much mystery that we do not have answers to satisfy our curiosity or our fear. As my MRI finished, I was suddenly enlightened that mystery will always be with us, and how we react or deal with it can affect the way we approach our way of living. The question is, will we live in contentment of mystery or in anxiousness of mystery? Quite a few years ago, my husband Donnie and his gospel quartet traveled to Arizona to perform several concerts. At one concert, a pastor named Charlie Mays spoke. Charlie Mays quoted Richard Rohr, who said, "In my faith journey, I've learned to be content with mystery, accepting of chaos, and to realize who is in control." What I especially liked was the adage to be content with mystery. Oh, how we want to know. It's like the concept of wonder. I love that word. As Abram Heschel said, wonder rather than doubt is the root of all knowledge. Today we live in scary times, a scary society, a scary world. However, I have a hunch, as my dad would say when he wanted to give us a hook to hold on to, I have a hunch that there is more to wonder about than to be afraid of. The trick is to focus on it. Our focus determines our attitude or anxiousness for those who struggle with anxiety. As I wrote this paragraph, I remembered what the author Catherine Jago said about writing. Observe, observe, pay attention, she said. Then she quoted Mary Oliver, who said, "Pay attention, be astonished, write about it." When you are determined to pay attention to wonder, you see so much more. For example, in Minot, we were leaving the parking lot of Olive Garden, and our car was ready to turn into a service road right across from our a mall parking lot. Suddenly, I noticed a lone red shopping cart making its way across the mall parking lot, pushed by some invisible force. It steadily rolled toward the road, continued to cross it without being hit by oncoming traffic, and gently ended its journey at the brick wall. Its adventure was over. That happening was so simple, funny at the moment, and full of wonder, like a ghost pushing the cart of invisible groceries to some unknown destination. All this is to say that things to wonder about don't have to be big or extravagant in their mystery. They simply have to be there to make us think, wow, that is really something. Or, wow, how does that happen? Or, no way. Because when I watched the red shopping cart, I didn't worry about the Middle East crisis that I have no control over, the political divide that is racking our country with worry, or our family budget, or anything. I just sat in wonder and giggled. mystery, and wonder, balm for the soul, the distracting power to help us let go of all the issues that compete to control our minds and our hearts. Focusing on mystery and wonder can lead to contentment in our everyday, accepting of the things we cannot control, and the wisdom to let go and enjoy the mystery of what we do not understand, but of which we are amazed. Troll stories gave the Norwegian people something to blame when they could not understand. They gave them answers, wonder, and mystery. Instead of being receptors of blame, can become pillars of courage to help us through uncertain moments. When worries mount in your mind, especially during these final days before the election, discipline yourself to concentrate and look at the simple things of nature, the amazing things of discovery, and think, wow. This week on your bathroom mirror, write, pay attention, be astonished, think about it. Join me next Monday for Live. Life inspired views for every day. I'm Chris Meyer, and I'm a curious soul.